This year, 100 bold founders took the co-create stage, pitching their products for a share of $1 million in prizes. Small Business Spotlight is our way of continuing the conversation, highlighting standout products we believe deserve a little more love. Please welcome Stanley Adigan, founder of Breeze Air. Stanley, welcome to B2B Breakthrough.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you here. Could you hit us with a little elevator pitch, a brief overview of what Breeze Air is?
Yeah, absolutely. So Breeze Air is a patent pending device that combines multiple functionality into one device. So it combines the function of air purification, ambient lighting, essential oil diffuser, and a Bluetooth-enabled speaker in one device. And also the device is very affordable. We intend to price it at around $100 to the consumer. So it saves you space in your room, your living room. Instead of having multiple devices, you just have one device.
As a New Yorker, I thank you for that. We need the space.
True.
The more we can streamline our products is huge. And it doesn't sound like there's anything like this on the market. Can you tell me a little bit about what that competitive landscape looks like?
The air purification market is pretty big and it's growing year over year. In the US, it's in the billions of dollars. And just not a lot of competition out there for multiple device or multiple functionality in one device. Most of the competitors out there just have one single device. The device could be an air purifier or an essential oil diffuser or Bluetooth-enabled speaker. But like you mentioned, I don't think I've seen any that combines all those functions into one.
So what inspired you specifically to make this product? Was there a need in your life that you wanted to tackle?
Yeah, I mean, I had multiple devices in my room. I had an air purifier, Bluetooth-enabled speaker, and I wanted more space. And I thought about it like, what if there's a device that combines these multiple functions into one device? And I went online, did some research, didn't really find any. Made me come up with this idea of creating a device that combines multiple functions. You think about our smartphone combines multiple functions. Before the smartphone era, we'll have multiple devices. We'll have a cell phone, a pager, or a camera. But with a smartphone, it combines multiple functions. So I thought about it like, this combines multiple functions, saves us space, and saves money as well.
So when you decided to start the business itself, how did that all come to be? What was your outreach process like, looking into manufacturers and getting it on its feet?
One where I look for manufacturers, obviously, Alibaba.com. I think that comes to most people's mind. I also did some research on like marketplaces like Amazon and Walmart.com just to see what's out there as well, just to see, if you can identify manufacturers there. But, when going to Alibaba.com, I saw, multiple manufacturers, vetted manufacturers. You could see the track record. You could see how long they've been in business, their kind of estimated total annual sales. That's how I started the outreach process. And I started reaching out to a couple of manufacturers on Alibaba.com. And, there's one that struck my attention. They had good track record. They've sold numerous products in the United States. And some of those products are top ranked on marketplaces like on Amazon.com. I was able to start that conversation with them. And, we were able to bring the product to life.
And how long has Breeze Air been on the market? How long have you been working on this project?
So I'm working on this product like over a year now right now. We're not yet commercially available. And we're hoping to be commercially available sometime this year. We did have to, go through the whole regulatory approval for air purification. We had to get like multiple certification, like the FCC certification, ETL, CAB, which is a big one for the state of California. Was how to make sure we're DOE energy compliant. So that took a while, getting all the certification, going through those rigorous testing. But we're hoping to be live in the coming months.
So in that process, knowing that it is so nuanced and challenging and unfamiliar to most people, is that something that you have tackled by yourself, or is your manufacturer a partner in that process to really help you navigate these uncharted waters?
I had to bring them as a partner because I figured it was going to be very tough without having them on board. And since they kind of have that experience, they've made a couple of manufacturers that are currently being sold in the United States and other part of the world. So I figured it was best to have them on board. So we work closely together, to make sure certification was fully approved. The product is working properly, and every other thing should be in place as well.
And so as you are finalizing that process, you're getting ready to go to market. What kind of audience are you looking to reach, and what kind of sales channels are you approaching with this product?
Right. So looking, the audience would be, people that live in, small spaces, like you mentioned, New York. They might have multiple devices. So think about college students as well in dorms, instead of taking multiple devices to the dorms, you can just have just one device. People that have like one or two bedroom apartments that need to save space. That'll be my target market. In terms of channel, our websites, definitely. Also, marketplace like Amazon.com, maybe Walmart.com as well. And eventually get into retail as well. So get into somewhere like Lowe's or Home Depot, because they really sell a lot of air purifiers. I think that would be a good starting point for us.
So when we think about air purifiers, can you tell me a little bit about that market and that demand, and why it's so essential for us as humans? I think it was something that was really top of mind at the peak of the pandemic, knowing that we wanted to keep our spaces free of germs. What in your research have you found that's really driving folks to find products like this?
That's a very good question. So the air purification market in US is around $15 billion. So it's a pretty big
It's
market.
a big one.
Yeah, it's expected to grow. So if you go to Amazon.com today and look at the top selling air purifiers, they sell thousands of units every month, really. And what's driving people to get in air purifiers, despite us not being in a pandemic phase, is as we're indoors, especially like in the winter, people unfortunately might get sick or something, but the air purifier helps, with that as well. And especially if you're staying in a place where there's dust or there's smoke, air purifier helps clean up the air. Yeah, and people also have pets as well. So people that have dogs, that have cats. Yeah, some people also kind of have like maybe might have allergies to certain, pet dander. And with air purifier, it definitely helps them. So that's why people are still getting air purifiers today.
What do you know now, a year in, a little over a year into this process, that you wish you knew on day one? How can we advise first time founders to set out on the right foot?
Right. I think very important that you understand your market, how big your market is, how big your addressable market is as well. If possible, do a sort of pilot survey and analysis of the market. Speak to like potential customers as well. Try to understand your competitors. Why are they doing good? What can they do better? What makes you unique? That's very important because the market is very crowded, very competitive. So you have to have something kind of unique for people to really value your product or your service as well. And also finding the right manufacturer is also very important. One way obviously is Alibaba.com, but just like I mentioned, if you go to Alibaba.com, you can see the track record of the manufacturer, which is very, very helpful. Also make sure your product, if you're bringing a product, is compliant ready. In my case, I have to be compliant ready. Some products don't have to be, but some products also need to be like mine. So you just have to make sure that, hey, does my product meet all the mandatory certification to bring into United States? And also, how are you going to reach your customers as well? If you look at the channels, the e-commerce, the retail, and also try to see the pros and cons of each channel, retail versus e-commerce, because e-commerce might be good for some business, but it also might be bad for some business. And same as retail might be good for some business, might be bad for some business. So it's very good to look into all those as well.
How can folks follow the journey, follow you on socials to make sure that they are getting their Breeze Air right when it's available?
We're present on like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Breeze Air Official is our handle. So please feel free to follow us. We're posting regularly, pre and post product launch, so you can be informed of our progress and where to find the product and every other good thing about Breeze Air.
All right. Well, we will send folks to breezeairtech.com. We'll send them to all of your socials, Breeze Air Official, and we will follow along. I can't wait to see it hit the market and hear how you're doing, Stanley. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.